Hello, everybody. Aubrey here for just a quick little message before we get into this week's episode. Over the past couple of weeks, you may have noticed that we've added our voices to the Paizo accountability hashtag and have been trying to lift up any other voices in the community along with many who work at the company. It's been a very trying couple of weeks for everybody as we try to figure out where things go from here. But now, we do have an answer. Hashtag unionize Paizo, and we stand behind it fully. We here at G&G love Pathfinder and the people who have helped make it the game it is today. So we want to support them as they form the very first union in the TTRPG industry. We stand behind their calls for better working conditions and better pay, along with accountabilities for those higher up, making sure that what has led to these circumstances can't happen again. We want to see this company become one that we can all point to and say that it can get better, that we can turn things around. So how can you help, you may ask? Well, just tweeting in support of Unionized Paizo is a great start. Keep it trending and keep the conversation going. Also check out their card and other ways of supporting them along with buying our merch, and any of those links will be in our episode's descriptions down below. We'll see you all next time. I hope you enjoy the episode. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Goblets and Gaze. This is Season 3, Episode 6. I am Aubrey, and I use she, her pronouns. I am your GM for tonight. I will turn it over to my players to introduce themselves, tell you who they're playing, and answer their question for the night. And tonight's question is, what battle in the campaign has been the most memorable to your character? And I'm very interested to hear these answers because I'd say we've got a couple of memorable battles in this campaign. But let's start with you.
Hi, I'm Aki. My pronouns are she, her, and today I will be playing Estrella of Vlagos, I guess. A triple princess bard, currently also the queen of Vlagos. Shit.
For a little bit longer.
For a little bit longer, yeah, for about a week. Filled with spite, trauma, and dragons. Thank you. And as for that question, we've had some really good fights. Unfortunately, the one I want to say I was not actually there for. That was Goo. So the one I will say would probably be it wasn't even a battle technically for me. But fighting not Talon, either
That was
in
a very good one.
either in chess or simply just soul swapping. Those are pretty tense. Both of them were tense.
Yeah. All right. Ferris, you're up next.
Hello, I am Ferris. I use she, her pronouns, and I will be playing Dumisa, the half hobgoblin barbarian, and also now champion of the night. And the most memorable battle to her, who also uses she, her pronouns, would probably be the Battle of Naxos. I would think so. I mean, in the campaign. Yeah, in the campaign, it would be the Battle of Naxos. I would assume. I would think so. I don't know. I didn't think about it very hard.
Sparlock, you're up next.
Hello, I'm Sparlock. I use he, him pronouns, and I play Green.
Green?
Green!
Green.
My favorite character.
Groon, who uses she, her pronouns. And it's a kind of a three-way tie, honestly. But I don't think the one counts, because you can never forget getting nuked by your then god. And the other two would be both of the times coming up against followers of Vasealed, with Alexi the Paladin and the and stealing on what Marrow is definitely going to say. The battle where Marrow was killed and where Groon killed a paladin with a word.
You should feel bad about yourself. I'd also die if Grun said that I should feel bad about myself, honestly. I'd reevaluate my whole fucking life.
Yeah, you're not right.
So Tick, you're up next.
Oh fuck, it's me. Hi, my name is Tick. I use he, she, they pronouns, and I'm playing an Asimar Duskwalker, as I like to call it, an ass walker.
I hate that.
Stop. No.
Fine, we'll go with Duskamar. We'll go with the more liked and voted one. Their name is Mero. They were born and raised in the underworld, and now they have so much parents issues. I'm not even going to it. And I'm also stuck on a three-way because the first one is, of course, the Battle of Noxos, where they just watched their mom straight up die. The second one would be the Battle of the Cathedral. You know, seeing what became of Dewan's holy place and what type of a dude he really is, which is problematic. TM. And the third one is actually all the way back in season 1 when the original cloak was lost, when for the first time they actually thought that they were going to die, because that was quite frankly a very formative moment for their learning to be responsible in combat. That was a first taste of stuff. So those three I'm stuck between. I'm like, everyone said the Battle of Noxos. So I also have to say that, but I'm also saying the other two. Thank you for coming.
Yep. Trilla.
Hi, my name's Trilla. I play our lovely Dustwalker witch, Ileana, who both of our pronouns are she, her. Ileana, and personally my favorite, is still the serpent when we first joined the captain on the ship. Still my favorite, because Sudden Bolt, that was the first time I used it, and that thing did some damage.
Yeah. Yes, it did. Don't think we have too much news right now that at least I can talk about, so I'll cut something in later. Other than definitely, if you haven't, definitely you should check out our Patreon, because we do have our very first Patreon campaign running right now. Nowhere, a game, which is a lot of fun and is 4 episodes long, so you know. I'm not exactly sure on what episode we will be right now. We will either be heading into probably episode 3 or maybe episode... No, it's probably going to be around episode 3. And then we got some other cool stuff down the pipeline that I'm very excited, and we've been recording, and it's been a lot of fun. But yes, we shall get into the recap, I guess.
Hello, my name is Recap today. So my bubble tea's almost here, so I'm going to speedrun this a little bit. We started booking it for the castle as fast as possible. You know, cool anime music's playing in the background. Absolutely, we're all pretty epic. Just running. Denise was pointing out some of like her home stuff, like, yes, this is a nice baker's house as it sets on fire and explodes. But meanwhile, back in the castle, Astray was going 2000 IQ Galaxy Brain move. Yes, we were in Naruto. Astrea was like, okay, so I got my dad, I got the skull dad, I got the spells about swapping people back. I got the ability to run on my now horse-sized dragon. I'm gonna do what's called a pro gamer move. And so she grabbed everything and fucking hid. And was like, okay, so here's the deal. If I swap these two back, if I do like a little flippy whippy, if I may, then things should be under, Cool Talon's control. That's the gist of it. And so Astrea was like, all right, Heron, you're cool and edgy. Beat the shit out of the Not Talon guy real quick as I use a sweet, sweet gravity well to pin him down. And Heron, cracking his knuckles because he's been waiting for this moment for probably like a month, was like, bet. So Astrea, plan in motion, gravity well on Not Talon as Heron beats him up. Arok, I think, was standing guard. She starts to concoct her little plan and casts the fuck you Not Talon spell, as I like to call it. Meanwhile, all of us would book it to the castle. The barrier was still up. A fucking nerd, who I will affectionately refer to as a nerd, appeared out of nowhere, who is a tiefling and friend-shaped and still a nerd, opened the door for us very briefly and said, go in real quick. And we were like, yeah, we're not going to question this, just booked it. We all entered the castle. We heard a lot of calamity going from the throne room. The captain used a good old augury spell and was like, hey, we should probably go to the throne room. We all went to the throne room, and there was a fuck ton of good old enemies there. As usual, we beat the shit out of them. It was kind of scary, though, a couple of points, I'm not going to lie. Aubrey was very good at making me fear for my life again. And as we sort of finished up this good old fight, knocking some people's heads in, defeating some good old undead boys, mostly undead boys, and also getting possessed by the ghost of your dead mom, Mero. Don't worry about that part. We'll get to that later. Heron burst in, beating up Not Talon with his bare fists, I believe, having a good old time with that. And we kind of finished up our fight and headed over there, and he was just kind of wailing on the guy, and eventually something happened, at least from our perspective, something happened, but Estrella was like, hey, I finished the fuck you not talent spell, and we got our good old evil dragon spirit sealed in an itty-bitty living space, while we got good old cool Talon back into his body. And he was like, wait, Heron, please chill, it's me, the normal one, please don't kill me. And Heron was like, prove it. And he was like, I don't know, I'm cool. I mean, it worked enough. They were no longer fighting. And we were all just sitting there kind of confused as to what was going on until Estrella decided to be the most extra bitch ever and enter on a giant pink crystal dragon and be like, hello, bitches, I'm here. And everyone started filing into the castle because all of the possessed ghost people are now under control of regular Talon who did not want us dead. So they were just kind of like sitting there on pause, waiting for the next orders, which they weren't being given because regular Talon was busy, like, having a mental breakdown and getting used to having flesh again, which is probably really weird after being in a skullfish. So we busted in. We saved everyone. We had a lot of very nice discussions as well. You're going to have to listen to all of those because there was a lot of dialogue and I don't want to repeat every single discussion that we had. But we are all currently safe and we all deserve a Hot Springs episode. Aubrey.
I mean, I'm not saying this can't be a Hot Springs episode.
We deserve 3 Hot Springs episodes. Take it or leave it.
That might be a bit much.
Very fair.
So yes. Yeah, we'll pretty much pick up where we left off, with you are all still in Vlagos. It honestly, like I said, this could be probably a lot of vignettes and a lot of conversations and a lot of scenes that I know people want to have, along with maybe figuring out what your next move will be. So I'm just going to ask who wants to go first and who wants to do what.
A long list of things. It's not that long of a list. I have a mini list of things, but I don't necessarily have to go first. I just have things to do.
Just go first. This is your home.
Yeah.
Go
All right.
This is your home, and I have an excuse to grab my bubble tea, so I'll be right back.
Well, I'll put you at the bottom of the list then, because you're on my list. Well, the first thing I want to do in no particular time frame is to go buy a jewelry crafting kit and finish my earring.
Yeah. The kit, I think, is only going to cost you like 2 gold. So.
Okay, cool. Do I have to roll anything to? Or?
I will say you can just spend the time. You just have the tools now, so whenever this is nebulous, at some point during the week, you get it done.
Great. And then I guess I'm gonna ask like Estrella to pierce my ear, since I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be at this point, even if it had been before. Because it's been like almost a year. And then
Do I gotta roll to pierce an ear?
Let's say you've probably done it before.
All I'm gonna say is, as Estrella is doing this, right as the needle pierces through the skin, Estrella will simply mumble, "I don't know why everybody keeps asking me to do this. You guys think I know everything?" And there, it's been pierced, hopefully correctly.
Pierced somebody else's ear recently.
I just pushed the needle in. I don't even think I pierced my own ear. It just went to a lady who made the jewelry. And she was like, yeah, it's sanitary.
I'm sure he didn't lie. And then I would like to... Mara's not here yet, right? You're getting bubble tea, so I will grab... I guess I'll actually have to go to Arat first, and just ask her where my warband got buried. You know, the people I killed, all my good friends.
Yeah.
And once she tells me, find Heron.
Yeah. When it happens, you'll notice that the servants and everyone here really look up to Arat. You know, I wouldn't say they're doting on her, but she is injured and recovering, so they are kind of slightly doting on her. And yes, she will tell you, Heron is not hard to find. He's just hanging around.
Cool. Then with absolutely no shred of respect whatsoever, I will tell him to come with me. Wrong answer, right reason. Let's go. And I will take him to wherever Arat told me the bodies were buried. and I will take a moment to pay my respects, I suppose. And then I will tell Heron, you know who these are, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Do you know why they're here?
Yes, I very much remember that day.
But do you actually understand what happened?
I have an idea, but we really haven't gotten to talk since a lot of revelations have happened. Something about not Talon and ghosts of your sister. And I swear I'm not trying to be sarcastic here. It's just my normal tone. I literally cannot talk any other way.
I'm aware. And that is all a part of how this disaster. But it began with Vlagos and the crimes Vlagos commits against the rest of the world. In a few days, I'm going to be king again. And if you don't do something about it and shape up and stop slutting around, then I'm going to make you regret it. You have a much better.
Around the cast.
Your successor is far more suited to this if you don't shape up.
Oh, you and I both know that.
So stop screwing around. You can't keep sliding away from responsibility. You don't want to be king sitting around with a prince reagent title for 20 years. This country actually needs you to be something.
Well, almost dying has changed my thoughts and, spending on time in my own prison. And, made some promises to our friend. I plan to uphold those. And, I plan to, do something about that false queen and help you guys in any way I can. And fuck, I'm doing here.
I'm really less concerned about any other country's problems and more concerned about ours. You fix this place.
I'm figuring it out.
Or I'll do it for you.
I know you can.
I will give him a slightly unfriendly slap on the face and walk away.
He stays at the gravesite for a little bit longer.
Cool. I can let other people go first. I just have 3 small connected things, but I'll let other people do some stuff now. Now that I've threatened to almost king.
I have a couple things.
Yeah.
First thing I do is I go draft up a contract for Heron and myself. Because if it's one thing Estrella is now paranoid over, it's verbal contracts. And so she will have a physical one made, and then Heron will sign it because I said so. And she will also sign it. and they will both have copies, and it's like, okay, there we go, we're good, we're safe ish.
Legally, we're safe.
Legally, we are safe. Everything else we are not. And because I have Heron also in that room, I will then go, okay, so I didn't want to tell you, because I didn't want to drop it on you. You were already so sad and so depressed, and and you did not have you did not have many baths, and your arm was like really fucked up. But there's a couple things you should probably know about Serena.
Are you going to say she's a nerd? Because I already knew that.
No, big nerd. But
It's
okay.
adorable.
Yeah. Here's so I put a hand over my face so that way I don't have to look him in the eye, and I go, so she's totally not single right now.
It's it's just sort of like a sigh, and then because he'd been like tapping his shadow fingers on the table during this conversation. You just kind of hear the sound of something scraping through wood.
Yeah. So there's that. And then I take my other hand, so that way I definitely don't have to look at him. And I cover my face, and I just go, and you, how am I? You know what? I'll just go and show you. Um, Yeah, I just I'm gonna take him.
Okay.
And when we find the couple,
Mhm.
I will just go there.
Do you want them to be aware that you're bringing her in, or you just want to just like see like them over there? Look at how cute they are.
No, they would be aware probably.
Mhm.
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily drop that on them immediately.
Oh, Serena is definitely not meeting his.
So so there is that.
There's for a moment you can definitely see the pain, the sorrow. This is something he'd been working for over 10 years. And, to kind of be like, oh, yeah, so that thing. You can't really do it. But he hides it. It's sort of like it's a momentary thing, and his face is back to normal. And then he turns to you and gives you a smile and just goes, I can't tempt you to be my queen, can I?
Oh, shit! What?
Kratos is like, what?
Look at him. Look at him long and hard, and just go, huh?
I mean, I most definitely, you as an advisor, great. You as my queen.
My guy, you that you move on very quickly.
Hey, I, have full access to the budget.
How dare you? You know the budget is very tempting. No, it's no.
Oh, well, I had to ask, and, uh, you know, the offer's there. If you ever change your mind, I guess I have to go out in the world and find someone to.
Yeah, go do that. Oh,
It's like, oh, yes. I think I'll go into town. I wonder if that bar I so enjoyed.
go. I shoot him. I'm just like go. And then I go waddle over somewhere.
Mhm.
I don't need to RP this out. But I gather around all the servants that were forced to stay in the castle with me the whole time, and I go home. You're not fired.
Yeah.
Just go home.
They're all very, very happy to be able to leave home.
Yeah, and then I just make everyone else here work when they need to do things. That includes like Heron and shit. Everyone else, all the royals who probably never had to do much, now must scrub floors. Because they need some fucking humility in this bitch. And also the servant should go home. And besides introduce my family to Rosalite, who is now back in baby form,
Yep.
there is not much there is not much else I can think about doing. Yes, actually, there is one more thing I will do. I am instating a 3-day weekend.
Okay.
Oh my
Yes, I'm very adamant about it. And when they go, but it's unproductive, I go, no, you need 3 days. You excuse me, accent. No, you need 3 days of rest. You need 1 day to actually be knocked the fuck out. You need the second day to actually go do things like groceries and chores. And then you need a third day to do your hobby, or else you're going to end up like this. And I point to Dumisa, who I brought to show as an example. 1,000 hobbies. So depressed. So confused. Look at her.
Demisa literally doing crochet in the background, like, what?
So confused. Okay, we were traveled, and she only talked about tits, the birds, and then out of nowhere it was like, haha, I make jewelry now, and then out of nowhere she started drawing. It's like, okay, cool, have all these hobbies, but like, try to master one of them. So yeah, you don't want to end up like that. Cautionary tale, and I do a Will Smith thing to Dumisa, and then later on I go, I'm sorry, that was too harsh.
Thanks a lot.
You know, Vlagosians, they need whiplash, or else they don't understand.
Mastering anything if it's fun. Gosh.
Yeah.
I'm allowed to have fun.
Right then and there, I make Dumisa cry a second time.
How dare you?
I will also mention that most everybody that that fought alongside you during the battle for Vlagos is still here. The Biowak and Siora are still here. There's Rose and Winston.
Oh, Winston, yeah.
Mhm.
Baby.
Baby.
At some point, I will take Talon's spell book away from him and be like, I'm borrowing it, and then I'll waddle
He's
over.
like, he'd been working for a solid 26 hours straight, and he just goes, "Nap.
Take a nap, I say as I don't
Why
know.
is this body so weak?"
Because there was clearly no lifting done. You look like you've only survived off of life essence and Cheetos, I say as I leave.
Mhm.
and I go to Winston and I waddle over and I
Yeah.
just go, Winston, how is the body thing going?
Rose and Winston have actually set up in Talon's study. Currently, they're reading books and trying to just help this whole soul transference process along any way they can. And Rose, she looks up from the book she's reading, and her hat is slightly lopsided, and she pushes her glasses up her nose, and she just goes, "Well, it's going really good. It's just I need the materials, and they're really hard. Well, they're not hard to get, but they involve adventuring or paying somebody a lot of money."
I give her, first and foremost, I give her a hug and I
Mhm.
give Winston a pat on the skull head, and then I go, well, I mean, we could make it work. I technically have a budget.
Yes. I mean, you don't have to. And Winston was like, "Barry, I'd like that a lot."
Yeah, no. Let's fucking do it. On a side note though, in this book, there's a lot of creepy smells. And one of them I used it's a soul transference, and I mean like we've got a lot of bodies hanging around. Uh, but that might be a little fucked up. So like I was thinking maybe we could just put you in like some epic suit of armor or something. Like for now.
Winston's like,
Or forever. I don't know.
I mean,
Whatever you want.
like that book where that kid got transferred into the soul suit of armor.
Those,
Could I be tall?
yeah,
Oh my God.
Have you seen how they're built here?
Yeah, I have. And
You can be really
I was a
fucking tall.
dwarf. I was very short.
I can deny it no further. I am short, but it's okay. Uh but yeah, we could probably get something big. There's a lot in there, and you would have. I mean, if we get those cool gauntlet fingers, you'd have thumbs again.
Mm.
And I mean, I feel like it's
Winston.
better than the skull.
Winston's like, I could flip the pages in a book without using magic.
Yeah. It sounds like you want it. Do you want to do it?
Winston's just like, yeah, and you just gotta let me know. And Rose is like, yeah, I will check the logistics of that. I may just have to my big worry is that as soon as he moves, the armor falls apart. I might have to build some sort of skeleton interior so he can have movement.
People, there's a lot of bones. That's so fucked up.
I can build it out of metal.
Yes, you might want to do that. Well, I mean, feel free to use whatever the fuck you want, and just keep a catalog of shit you need, and then run it by me, and then I will get you shit.
Rose is like, yes, I'll work on that today, and I will get you the list of what I need soon. It shouldn't be all that much. I was having to come up with a ritual on my own, and I'm an alchemist. I'm not a wizard.
Yep. Don't worry about that. I'm
So
not
if you
one either.
already,
Yeah.
but does the other thing have to have a soul as well? Is it like a swap?
Is it like a swap if I go back and reread it?
Give me a quick Arcana check.
Oh, one second. Where am I? There it is. 29.
29. No. The other thing, it does not have to have a soul.
No, it doesn't say a second soul. It's just it was convenient for the other one. The dad's.
Yep. Yeah, it's just like, good. Yes, I'll help in any way. I can offer magical assistance, I guess.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, we've got we've got like a lot of fucking magic in here. I'm pretty sure we can get more people to help so the strain is less. And how big do you want to be?
Winston's just like tall, but still tall enough to get through doorways.
Is Dumisa too tall for you? As a point of reference.
He thinks, and then he just goes, "Probably. I was probably like 4'9" originally."
Okay. We'll just make you at least 6 feet so that way none of the memes can get you anymore.
Yes.
And do you have a preference for the armor?
No, as long as it's not too tacky, I guess.
Not too tacky. Okay, well that is good. I have no idea what Vlagos, and I will be back. And that's the next thing I go do, I guess. It's just let's go get Winston a body.
Yeah. So like, yeah, are you looking for just like a basic set of armor or what?
No. Maybe I go get everyone else and ask and say, hey, look, I'm going to build the body. Can you do you guys what do you think? Like a regular set of armor would do for a body, or should we be it's for Winston? Or should it be like, elaborate?
Wait, hold on. First off, this. Okay. One, this is a lot. Two, does Winston need the gems on the skull still? That's the source of his magic, right? Do you need to like?
For now, and not that I know of. From my understanding of the spell, uh, everything gets moved. So, Theron, not Talon, dad number 4, when he was in dad number 3's body, so that's Talon, he had all of his dragon stuff powers and my dad's stuff too. So,
This is certainly a weird question, but can someone's I don't know how to phrase this, but can this magic of their soul be too strong for their body? Like if you transfer it, because Winston needs those gems. If you remove them from its skull, it might not work. Do you need some sort of pre-augment? You're the magic person. I don't know.
well, Aubrey, should I roll for that or?
You can roll for that. Also, you do know other people who are
Like, do we got?
pretty decent at magic. There's some pretty powerful other
I just
wizards around.
fuck that. I just go, Ma.
Do
And
we
Kyrie
Mom.
just like walks into the room like, yes.
Mom, can you please answer Mero's weird question?
Mero, dear, what is your weird question?
So, the current goal is to transfer Winston's soul into a suit of armor. However, Winston's skull has several high powered magical items attached to it that acts as sort of catalyst to keep him alive. If we transform it to just a regular suit of armor, will that work? Will all of that magic be transferred, or do we have to find some sort of catalyst to put on the suit of armor as well?
She thinks for a moment. And just goes, yes, it probably wouldn't work on just a regular suit of armor. It would have to be augmented with runes and probably gems of some kind. Ones that are very good at storing magical energies.
Do you know would we be able to get those gems? Because I feel like if we take the ones off of Winston right now to use, it might not end well for him.
Out of character, don't you guys have some gems?
Do we?
Not to my knowledge.
I don't think we have magical gems, but we do have gems.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the gems have to be magical. There are certain gems out there that are capable of storing magic and are like magical to store.
I have bones. Will that work? I say taking out a human skull.
Please stop that. Please, not in front of my mom.
Also, you're in a castle that has a vault.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk in and take what I want.
All right.
Actually, I might have hair in there and just be like, just tell me what is a family heirloom because I don't want to be cursed.
Oh, and Kyra, while we have you here, do you know what runes that we'd need in order to make a suit of armor usable for Winston?
It would probably be some higher runes.
Can you or someone else that you know make them?
I can't, but Leas is still somewhere around here, and she can. She is much better at that than I.
Out of character, do we know what god she is yet? Was this confirmed in game?
Nope.
Who is she?
Who's that?
Oh, it's. And she hesitates for a moment and then just. Most everyone else knows her as the Fate Weaver.
Ah,
My eyes narrow. Mm-hmm. I have plans to punch her, Mom.
why?
Because fate is fucking me over. I'm sorry I said the F word. and I have to put my anger somewhere.
If you're going to punch her, just do it lightly.
I can only do it lightly, Marrow.
I don't know. It looks like you've gotten some muscles now. You're looking pretty strong.
It's all stress.
That's not good. Well,
Puddles of stress.
do you want to loot the vault and I can go bother Lias about the runes?
Yeah. Does anybody want to go loot the vault with me?
Let's go.
We go to loot the vault.
If there's any bones, let me have a.
Wait
Walking
for
away.
me.
Okay.
Did someone say something about shiny stuff?
Yes, shiny stuff, Grun. Do you want to come see a lot of shiny stuff? I hope it's a lot.
Yes.
I also go grab Heron too because I want to make sure I don't take anything that's like really important.
So yeah, we'll pick up a few, and I'll see what Marrow and the Fate Weaver get up to.
I need to find her first. Where is she?
She's you ask Kyria. Kyria will tell you that she is probably going to be found in one of the libraries.
Ah, a nerd. Respectfully. Yeah, I'll hunt her down. I'll go into the libraries.
Yeah, it takes you a few minutes, but like it's sort of like holed up in like one of the corners of the library, like in this like tiny little like reading nook. You do find this small tiefling, like sort of curled up with like tea in a book.
It's the one from like earlier, right? Open. Okay. I will. I don't know how to talk to people apparently, but I'll wave at her and be like, "Hey, you got a minute?"
It takes her a minute to like notice that you're there. She's very engrossed in the book. But you know,
I will flick her forehead if she doesn't respond within the first 5 seconds.
It takes a second, but and she just goes, "Oh, yeah. And she's like, oof, and like she closes the book and moves the tea out of the way, and like as she's like getting up, you sort of like figure out she's been probably in that corner for a little while, so like you know, like her joints pop a little bit, stiff.
Hold on, you need to stretch more often. A second, what were you reading?
Oh, I'm just trying to go through all of Theron's diaries.
Ah, I see.
It takes a while. They're all in code, and I cannot say that my Draconic is the best.
I do know someone of a linguist, but she might be a bit busy at the moment. But I can ask. Anyways, I did want to ask you for a favor. That's okay.
Sure, yeah. You're Marrow, right?
Yes. How do you know this fact?
Lila talks about you sometimes.
My not like their eyes narrow and it's like about what exactly? Hold on, what did she say?
Well, it's just she was very worried, you know, because I guess my name is a slight misnomer. I don't actually do much weaving of the fate. I am just aware of how people's fates work, and I can slightly manipulate them. I do not have any control over how fate goes. And I did notice the whole you died, but you got better.
Yeah.
She was
Very worried about the dot. Yeah, that.
you were like dead like 10 minutes. You were fine. That's what I kept telling her.
Yeah. Wait. So, did you tell her that I died?
I mean, she asked me to let her know if like anything major happened with you, like death.
Oh, that's actually kind of uncomfortable. It's a bit of a breach of privacy.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't tell her anything but other than the death part.
Hold on. Do you know anything outside of the death part?
Bits and pieces, bits and pieces.
And that's something you'll be taking to the grave, correct?
Oh, of course.
I am looking. I will stop squinting now and be like, okay. One, you need to learn joint exercises to stretch because that bone cracking was absolutely horrendous. I'll show you some in a moment. But second, we're working on building a body for Winston out of a suit of armor, and we need someone skilled with runes. Karya said that you could help.
Yes. Ooh, a suit out of a body out of. I had never thought about. Yes, I do know runes. It'll take a bit, but and depending on what we need, I guess I'd have to figure out exactly the kind of level of magic we would need. It's gonna take a few days, and then to actually like carve them and enchant them, it's also gonna take. Because depending on how it goes, I might have to etch each piece of armor and woof.
Oh, that sounds terrifying. That sounds painstaking, actually. But we do have the resources of the Vlagosian vaults at your now disposal, so any gems or magical equipment that you'll need, Astrea is probably getting it now.
I mean, I have all my own etching equipment, so I'm okay on that front. And we may need some magical stuff for it to figure it out. Winston is very powerful, so therefore it means that his new body will also have.
Mm-hmm. This is kind of like that one book, Total Steel Artificer, I think it is.
Yes, I think I remember reading that one.
Yeah, it's such a good book. Like one of my favorites, actually.
Yes,
Oh my
it was
fucking
pretty
god.
good.
What was your favorite part of it?
Honestly, it's so hard to pick. There were so many really good moments, especially near the end.
Oh my god, I know, right? That plot twist in like the fourth book.
Yeah.
Hi, can I get off topic and just talk about this book for like 15 minutes?
Yeah, and then 15 minutes pass. She's like, "Oh crap! I was supposed to do a thing."
Oh god, I was okay. This never happened. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah.
Book it.
Yep. So we'll put people in the vaults. It's underneath. You are led through, and Heron opens up the vaults to you. Most of like the money itself is like just a bunch of gold bars.
You have bars.
Yeah. This isn't a Scrooge McDuck pile of money.
Tragic. You telling me we can't have a sexy swim together in the pile of money?
It's so painful.
Yeah, okay, you might be built for that. I am not.
Just channel your inner Scrooge McDuck. You'll be fine.
No, I'll drown, actually. That's a lot. It's like, that's a big pile of money.
You won't drown.
Aaron points and just goes, "I believe there are a lot of gems in that smaller cabinet over there. Take whatever you need. I'm gonna go check on some old family heirlooms."
Oh shit, wait a minute. Does this crown count as one of them? Because I technically have another one, and I wasn't ever going to keep this one.
Yes, technically, I believe that was my mother's.
Ah. Well, you'll get it back when I'm out
Oh.
after a week.
Good to know.
I go get the gems. But because it's me, can I go get pink ones?
Yeah.
I specifically go and look for pink ones, and Rosalite's here, and I go look, you came out of one of these, sort of. Actually, I don't know where you came out of.
Yeah. So like when you pick up this one specific gem, it's like shaped like a drop of rain. You can feel the magic in it, just sort of as you hold it in your hand. This thing is kind of powerful.
Oh shit! Can I vibe check it?
Yeah, roll me a quick Arcana check.
28.
28. This is a spell heart. If you cast spells and things like that with this, they augment the spells. And this is what is considered a perfect droplet.
Out of character, are you telling me this so that way I can keep it, or are you telling me this to go because it's the perfect thing to go give to Winston?
It's a very powerful item, so therefore it would be very good for Winston.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, you better, because am I tempted a little bit? But no, I have Winston. I have to go help my first baby, technically.
Mm-hmm.
And I go, okay, this will do, I think. Then I look at the...
And big.
Yeah. It's huge, right? It's like it's heavy, too.
Is pink Winston's favorite color, too? Or
I never asked. But,
I mean, it's gonna be his body, so maybe...
Okay,
offer?
yeah.
I mean, also pink. But, like, pink and his favorite color.
I don't know what his favorite color is.
Well, I'll go find out.
don't, it's okay. And I pull out the sending stone that was in my teammates. And I just go, no, don't worry, I'm just gonna use this. It's not like we need it right now. And everybody's in here. And I use the sending stone. I'm like, hey, what's your favorite color?
Goes partial to reds along that line. Blues, maybe, I don't know. Mostly reds.
Okay, cool. He says mostly reds, and pink is technically a part of red.
There, grab that ruby. Just throw that ruby in there too.
Okay, fine. That. Oh my god.
I mean, just it's both.
Yeah, no. Like, of course, I'm not the heathen. I'm going to decorate.
Technically, aren't we all right now?
I feel like biologically I cannot be.
Guess it depends on who you worship right now.
You're sort of looking around this vault, Straya, and you'll notice that there are various like pieces of equipment and weapons also in the vault as well. A very pretty flowy scarf catches your eye.
What does that scarf do? I want to look at the scarf.
It is it's pretty thin, and it's got a multicolor sort of scarf, and it's as you like run your hand over it, it sort of seems to shift, and sort of have a pattern that moves with it.
Can I vibe check this then?
Yeah, sure. Roll me an Arcana check.
27.
It is an alluring scarf. You can, for 2 actions, I believe. No, just 2. Just once per day. You can, for 2 actions, you can stride. All creatures within 8 of you, when you started the stride, must attempt a will save. On a failure, they become fascinated, and must spend at least one of its actions in its next turn to move towards you. A fascinated creature can attempt another will to move more than 30 feet away from them, as is normal. So essentially, it's a scarf that you can use to fascinate people.
Fascinating. Well, I'm looking at it, and you see me. Actually, no. I like go call Heron over. I go, hey, is this important?
He just goes, I believe it was a gift that was given to my mother at some point.
Are you going to miss it if I take it?
No.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna, and I take it, and they just go. I like the scarf. The scarf is so cute.
Is there anything in this vault that looks like it does not belong here? Like it was, I don't know, taken in conquest?
There are a lot of things that...
Gotta start, just gonna pull out like my little drawing notebook and start making like an inventory of everything that does not belong here.
My dear, I bet everything doesn't belong here.
All more reason to clear it out.
Anyways, if you need help with that, I do have an eye for numbers, so I can literally guesstimate accurately and be
nice.
like, oh, you see over there? Do you see those like 30 bars of gold? Like it's about 30, but like all of that, not here.
What about the gold?
Those have the stamp of Alzheimer on them. Let's take those back.
So while y'all are doing this, Grun has been walking around. She's been a little bit, what do you call it? Like when you need to move around? Has a little bit of cabin fever. So she came with and is methodically marking all of the gold bars on the bottom where it can't be seen with her sigil.
Okay.
I mean, doesn't the sigil move every time you mark it somewhere else?
No, you can make as many of them as you want.
This is nuts.
If I am wrong, then but no,
I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Yeah.
Yeah, you can make as many as you want.
Let her mark everything. Give her this power.
Grun just stealing the whole treasury quietly. When they're later like, doesn't have your name on it, Grun can be like, it does though. Actually, it's mine. Bye.
Is there any cool weapons in here?
Yeah, there are a couple. There's a bastard sword. The sort of like is sort of displayed over like this array of armor, and as you pull it out, it has some runes and stuff carved in it, and it doesn't. I'm trying to think of the best way to describe. It is not made out of like your standard steel. Sort of a look at it is it's might be made out of some kind of crystal.
This ain't a soul sword, is it?
Give me a occultism.
A dirty 30.
30. No, it's not a soul sword. This wasn't meant to be to store a soul or anything like that. But as you look at it, the crystal pulses red.
Like our zombies, red?
This sword is made out of blood shard.
Ah. I go, Heron, where'd you get this?
Heron goes, honestly, I'm not sure. I think... No, that is grandfather's sword.
This got our... Oh, sorry, you go.
He just goes, I was told he brought that back from a conquest or another.
Well, it's got our little zombie crystal problem in it, sort of.
Weird.
Do you mind if I take it out and just, like, go point it at Cyrene and be like, help?
No, yeah, you can... Yeah, just... You can do whatever with it.
Okay, cool. Doomy, can you hold it? It's so heavy.
It's not gonna possess me if I touch it.
Can you be triple possessed?
I have no idea. I'm going to say yes. It just seems like my kind of luck would be like just stack them.
Oh, like as this is going on, Dumisa, you pass this warhammer, and your hand brushes it on accident. And as you do, you feel sort of a little bit more than static electricity pass through it into you. Sort of a small little zap.
Oh my god, if Doomy gets zapped and I'm handing the sword over to Doomy, does that mean by induction I also get zapped? This fucking warhammer just electric arc us.
You don't take any damage.
Well, no damage, but like, you know, like...
Yeah.
Hey, what's that one?
Oh.
I was like, do you want me to vibe check it if it's magical?
Yeah, please do.
Okay. I vibe check. I vibe check well. That's 27.
27? Yeah, you spend the requisite. Each one of these that you've been vibe checking, you do have to spend a couple minutes with it to learn what it is. This is a storm hammer. And somebody's put a lot of love into this hammer. It is normally the storm hammer is just a +1 magic warhammer, but this is a +2 striking magic warhammer.
Ooh.
And any hit with this weapon deals 2 extra electricity damage, and it does have a special action. And it's been for 1 action, and it's a concentrate action. Until the end of your turn, this hammer deals 1d6 extra electricity damage instead of just the 2. And after you use this action, you can't use it again for 10 minutes.
I tell Doomy all of that, but because it's gay, I do it gaily. I poke you a lot. I draw the rune a little bit over your hand and be like, and then this rune does an extra, like, some extra electricity damage. And then, you know, just that stuff. As I explain about this fucking hammer.
Can I very gaily lift the hammer in question?
Yeah, you can.
Oh, did you get buffer? It's only been a month. What the fuck?
I did nothing but get here and work out in the meantime. We were on a boat for a while. There's not a lot to do there except for
Karun is also in the room.
Dive underwater. Oh, hi, Karun.
I said Karun is... I was answering Sprawlex's question. Who else was in the room? I was saying Karun is also in the room.
Yeah, I'm just wondering who Grun can like nudge and be like, I've been waiting for this.
Oh, Heron is in the room. Yeah, Heron is in the room.
You pop out of nowhere to Heron. You nudge him in like the leg, and he's like, "Fuck, what?" And then you do that.
And you know, Heron goes, that was probably from some conquest or another. You should make sure that it finds its home again.
Yeah. You certainly don't deserve it. I don't think you could lift it either.
Why are you so mean to him?
I think I'm owed this.
You can only do it like 3 times a day.
Deal. I already threatened him with fine.
Somehow wiggles this into the contract.
I'm not even on this contract. What the heck?
Well, you could be.
Hey, Doomy, sign this. Don't worry about it.
King of Vlagos, wait. But we digress.
Not gonna lie, I very much rather be called the King of Lagos.
It's the court. We can do it like the dragons, you know, from like finding dragons or searching dragons. Anyway, that's series where it's like the King of Dragons and the Queen of Dragons, but they're different roles and they have nothing to do with gender. It's the best thing ever, and I've always loved that since I was a kid. Anyway, I'm just gonna drop that into.
This is an in-character conversation.
Yep, it sure is now. In my inventory for safekeeping until we figure out where it belongs.
Yes, Aaron is like, yes. Said you find it its proper home. And he smiles.
I just glare at him.
It's gonna be on her big strong back forever.
Oh, I'm aware of that. As I said, proper home. I have found that I don't really have much use for physical weapons anymore.
Is it because of the arm thing?
Yeah, he's like, kind of having your sword attached. Well, that's not really attached to my hand, but he wiggles his like claw fingers.
Yeah. Are you sure you don't want me to try and, pull that off you?
I want to keep it for a little bit. Person from the other night said it was very attractive.
What the fuck?
Wow.
You put that in someone?
Oh no, I did not. But
Say.
Sensory pleasure.
Jesus Christ.
You should go. We don't need you anymore. We don't need you for this. You should just leave.
Did we find everything? Actually, Grun, do you want anything? Maybe we should have brought Ileana here to see if she wanted anything. And Meryl obviously doesn't want anything in here. There's no bones.
Nope, no bones.
There's no bones.
There's no bones.
There's no slabs of meat. There is that, and I'm not going to say what I was. I don't want to put ideas into people's heads. I will ignore the chat.
Aubrey, did you say it was a +2 striking rune on this sucker?
It is a +2 magic warhammer. It still only has the regular striking, so it technically counts as whatever that. The one you will probably pull up on Forge is not the proper level. If you drop it in your inventory, I can upgrade it.
Okay, it's in the inventory. That's what I'm like. This doesn't seem right from what she described, but
yeah,
yeah, it's in there. So
I think I've gotten what I need out of this room.
And what was that? I'm concerned.
The joy of looking at shiny things.
Are you sure? You don't want
angel halo.
The angel halo is clearly on fire with double horns. Are you sure you don't want anything like maybe we could give if you want a necklace or something?
I got a nice curtain.
Ooh, that is pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll take that.
I will flick it to you.
I wonder if Grun, do you know what marbles are? You look like somebody who would enjoy marbles. I'm sorry.
I apparently had some at one point because I lost them all.
Oh
no!
But I don't know what they are.
You know what Grun would really love? Grun would love probably a bag of dice. Because Grun is the epitome of a dice goblin.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Shiny dice.
Wait, are there shiny dice in here?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, cool. We find the shiny dice and very excitedly give it to Grun and be like, what about this?
You can play games with it too.
Ooh,
and
shiny.
you can just clack them around.
Clack, 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 clack. There's games you can play with them too?
Yeah, lots.
Yeah, gambling mostly, though I'm sure you could play other games with them. If you ask around.
Humans in households.
Humans in households, yeah.
Yes, you can play humans in households. Never done it myself, but I think there's look, Aaron's got a rule book, doesn't he? He's a nerd, deep down. Bloody nerd.
That's two.
Oh, come on. That one was accurate, though. That's not even an insult. It's just true.
Please stop. He's literally lost everything.
He's getting it all back tomorrow. Like,
Very, very quietly. I will tell Dumisa later on that he was so desperate he asked me to marry him.
yes.
I say this while she's drinking water.
Yeah, she would do a little spit take there. There would be a spit take, and then there would be the very like forced calm that you just like force yourself to be very like neutral. And then like later that night, she would probably go like chase Heron through the hall for a little bit for no particular reason. Certainly not because she's gay. Just because he needs the
Good luck.
exercise.
Good luck finding him.
Heron somewhere. Oh no, she found out.
She slipped off to the bar once again.
I was about to say because he's a shadow man. I forgot he's a shadow man and a slut.
Yep.
It's all S's. But we love him though. That's my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Some of us do.
Hey, DM, asking for me. There's a slut bar where
It's just called a bar.
touche.
Is that just a general state? That's commentary on the state of bars, or is that actually the name of this place?
It's just a commentary on the state of bars.
Now I want it to also be named a bar.
You joke, but there is a bar in my town where I live called just Bar.
Ah!
And it's really popular. It's themed like a speakeasy.
Ah.
Actually, in Toronto, there's a sports bar called Sports Bar.
Doesn't Canada also just have like a generic brand that is just everything is just the name of what it is? So would your sports bar not also just be just the generic version of a sports bar?
I don't fucking know. I've been to the sports bar literally once in my life.
I've never been at all, so I can't say.
Ironically, they did not play any sports on the TVs.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh.
And it's a sports bar, and they're supposed to do that.
Yeah,
We are getting on a tangent.
No, we are getting on a tangent, but I want to let you know what they played because I came in with my friends and it was just us because like at the time it was like really slow and it was also we went in for lunch. We didn't go in to drink or anything. We still drank though. And then I was like, "Could you put My Little Pony on?" And they went, "Sure." And they put My Little Pony on. So, in the sports bar, I was drinking, my friend got drunk, and we were watching My Little Pony while eating chicken fingies.
That's one
Amazing.
This sounds like the best place.
This is the bar in Vlagos now. Thanks for coming to my town.
No, watch. As soon as Vlagosians get things like hobbies and time to do their hobbies, they create like animation. It comes from Vlagos. 2D animation comes from Vlagos.
Yeah. But yeah, no. Eventually you all leave the vault and, continue working on your project.
I make sure to show Winston the stone and be like, look, this... I mean, we got red as well, but we got this nice pink one. And this nice pink one is the best one.
And he looks at it and just goes, yeah, no, that one is honestly much more magical. Go with that one.
Well, we'll use the other ones for decorations because you'll be so expensive. And then when we eventually, because I think it'll take a while, but when we eventually like meet up again and you're in your cool body and stuff, you have to say it's me, your boy, and we'll know.
Yes.
Quick question: are we there as well in this whole group Winston chat?
You probably could be. Yeah, I wouldn't stop.
Okay.
Look.
Follow up. I will just very quietly say, "Well, give people hugs."
Yes, I can.
Oh, you owe me a hug.
I owe a lot of people a hug.
Oh, we're gonna have so many hugs.
And like over in the corner, you've watched as like one of the more like not necessarily ornamental suits of armor, but like more than just your standard suit of armor. This one actually has the fingies.
The fingies.
Is sort of like disassembled on the floor, and Rose and the tiefling woman that you saw that let you into the castle are like standing over it, working on figuring out how to build a skeleton for it.
I don't know if I should point out who, I know Estrella is going to punch. I will look at Estrella. I will look at Lias. I will look at Estrella and just say, very lightly.
Give you a nod, and I go over, and I actually just go, Can I smack you lightly?
Leas looks up at you and is just like, why?
Because I am told you are the Fate Weaver, and I promised my pirate lover that I would smack Fate.
Oh,
I made her promise she would do it lightly.
It's lightly. You're red. You'll never notice it.
okay.
I smack her on the back, like
Mhm.
like that. And do I actually have to roll the smack? Because I'm pretty sure I won't get it.
Yeah, you're fine. She's
okay, cool.
not trying to dodge.
Okay, I smack her on the back, lightly, like I promised. But to be fair, with my strength, it's probably just gonna feel like a pat. And I go, okay, I've done it.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Leas. Yeah?
Yes.
Thank you. I may require to smack you again in the future.
Okay.
And I turn to Mero and I sign, we're gonna be great friends.
I'm going to sign back. Oh, I know. She's read all of Total Steel Artificer.
You read all of Total Steel Artificer?
You say that out loud?
Yes.
It's just because, yeah, I have a lot of free time. Well, not anymore, but I used to have a lot of free time.
Have you read the Larry Daughter series?
Yes, I have.
Oh,
Oh goodness.
we're gonna talk so much. I think the only person here who hasn't read the Larry Daughter series is ironically Ileana.
Oh my god, are we inviting Leas into the book club?
Yes.
Oh my god. Welcome to the book club.
Thanks. It's a little unsure of what she stepped into.
The membership is forever.
You can't escape. Trust me, I've tried.
Speaking of book clubs, because I remember I said I would do this for fun, but I want to do it now for real. I want to scour at some point. Don't need to RP this out. I want to scour the libraries here, and I'm looking for. I'll also scour bookshops, and I'll make A-Rock come with me because I'm very used to her coming with me. I'm looking for Tempest fanfiction.
Sure. Give me a perception check.
What is my Oh, that's great. That's 29.
29. Yeah, it's like in the back of an old bookshop. You find a book. It's like hand bound. Like this isn't like professional printing press. Maybe like the writer like hid it on the bookshelf in hopes that somebody would like see it and maybe they would get famous.
I read it.
The person is literally like, oh, I don't know how that book got there.
Oh, I'm gonna buy it. I buy it.
It's like 2 copper.
I give this man a whole ass silver, and just go, thank you. And I'm gonna read it. And the next day I'll come back and be like, I need to know who the writer is immediately. And wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I'm totally the queen of Vlagos right now. So I'm gonna do that. And the best way to put it is I'm about to fucking sponsor this writer to make more Tempest fanfiction for me. So that way I can have a lot of legacies here. Yeah, I brought donuts. I brought 3-day vacation. I beat the shit out of like someone. I hope the me making Dumisa cry has spread around. Like, with a piece of paper. I'm sponsoring.
Yeah.
Tempest fanfiction.
I mean, you don't like. It looks like whoever this actual author was like hid the book here in hopes that like someone big would find it and they'd become famous. So like the bookstore owner doesn't know the writer, and they wrote under like a weird fanfiction pen name.
God damn it! All right, then I guess in the next big war meeting, with my family involved and anyone else who's important, and Dumisa is also in the room, I go, I have another project that I need, and I don't mind putting in my own like fashion expenditure in this. I need somebody to come find this writer because it's really, really good stuff, and it's totally 100% fanfiction about the Tempest, and I want to sponsor it so I can embarrass Dumisa. Hello, Dumisa.
You're the one.
Yeah. Let's let's say you give me another perception just to see, it's sort of like see if like through everything you can find this author.
I'm gonna use a hero point.
Use your 1 hero point.
Yeah. I want this fucking fanfiction so bad. I want to travel with a ridiculous amount of books of just Tempest fanfiction. Because it's gonna be so funny. Well, that worked. That worked. 27.
27. Eventually you're led to a gnome named Tazani.
And I knock, and I go, "Did you write this?"
And just, she's just like, I never expected anyone would actually find it.
This is so good.
Oh, thank you. In my slightly younger years, as in like 5 years ago, because that's pretty much what it was. It was really, I really tried my hand at writing, but Vlagos isn't, the biggest on that.
Yeah, I know.
But I'm glad somebody enjoyed my book.
Yes, well, of course, just somebody. So like, how much? We'll draft some contracts. But how much would you need to make like a whole series?
Honestly, I am not sure.
Okay, well, my people will talk to your people, and I give her a card, and the card just says like Queen of Vlagos. I don't know.
She's just like, I don't have any people, but okay.
Well, I mean, my people will just talk to you then. You
Yeah.
know, but like, yeah, no, I really, this is so good. I like the smut part.
Oh yes, that was
Especially.
a lot of fun to write.
Very
And
good shit.
Tempest was rather obvious with her affections.
Was she? Oh my god! Wait, no, tell me more. I sit down. I want to know the deets.
And you get some stories about Tesh and Arat, because I mean that's literally who it would be about. It's the general like the whatever the Tempest military rank was, and the the their, I was trying to remember also what military rank Arat was, but there are differing ranks, and
Literally no idea.
scandal.
Good. I'm so into this, and I probably brought them with me.
They're out standing outside.
Poke my head in and be like, "Hey, Roth, you're in this book too," and then look at the
Misa like, oh, look at that bird.
Arat like, yep, that's a nice bird.
Red crested hawk. Way better than whatever's going on in there.
Yep.
Best way to put it is I'm gonna get this bitch a publishing deal,
Yep.
and
You're gonna set up a printing house.
I'm gonna set up a whole goddamn series. You know how Wizards of the Coast has that whole I think his name is Dritz.
Yeah, Drist.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm basically I'm doing that with the Tempest.
Oh my gosh.
I approve
Forgotten
it.
Realms.
Let's go. It'll be a whole series.
Dragonlance, is that what they're called? The Dragonlance books?
Dragonlance is one, but Drist Duorden's books are like a completely different.
All right.
I read all of them in high school.
Nice.
Yep. But yes. Yeah, you do that.
The best use of a hero point ever.
You set up a printing house and get this used to be leather worker a job as a full-time author.
Yeah, right?
You know what? That's like goals in and itself, though. Like,
I hope I'm well liked when I leave.
Yeah.
Aubrey,
Yeah.
may I bully people now?
You can always bully people.
Fantastic. I have a plan, though. So, I have made the connection that Laius and Lila know each other, at least to a basic degree, right?
Yeah.
So, first off, I want to ask Laius what snacks or desserts Lila likes, because I don't know this information. It's got to be a surprise.
This is just like, I mean, she lists off some sort of, sweet. I don't remember if I ever decided what this was.
Donuts. Always a surefire thing
Yeah,
to go to.
donuts. Donuts are great.
Oh my god, yeah, just loves donuts. It's like, bet. The one thing that I'm used to people buying on the daily is donuts. Okay, second action that I'd like to do is I would like to go very quickly into Vlagos to buy A, some donuts, B, some beverage, hot chocolate, tea. I don't know. What do you get, like a container for like a little picnic?
Yeah,
How much will that cost me?
like a gold.
Okay, I would like to say, a handful of them are pumpkin flavored, personally for bias. Okay. Third thing I would like to do, I need to find Lila. Where is she?
I was gonna make a joke about pumpkins not existing in Vlagos, but actually this is probably like the right kind of climate for like a gourd.
Yeah, they grow in like the fall. They could probably grow.
No, I'm just saying that Vlagos is not exactly the most welcoming to plants. It is a very
True.
cold climate, and probably has not that great soil.
Okay, does pumpkin exist, Aubrey, in Vlagos? I need
Yes.
to know now. Okay,
No,
amazing.
like this was me going, maybe they don't, but I'm like, oh yeah, gourds, they can they're very, very good at growing places.
They're gorgeous. Okay, the third question, the hard part, where is Lila?
Lila is actually she spends most of her days out in the garden, the palace.
It's cold outside, right?
Yep.
Mara will accept their fate very quickly, of having to have a picnic in the fucking snow. And,
It's not snowing right now, it's just cold.
in the cold. And they will enter the garden, like tea thing in one hand, like picnic basket filled with donuts in the other hand, and be like, we're having a picnic and we're talking about things now, actually. Are you busy?
No, just tending to what I can in this cold. There's not much here. And I just like being around nature.
It is cold. They're just shivering a little bit in their coat, like cold. Yes, the thing that I hate, but I'm not gonna say that because you seem to like the nature. And they'll put the basket in the tea and be like, "Tea's still warm. Donuts are also still warm if you want one."
I'll take some tea.
I will pour some tea into a cup that I assume I probably have.
Sure.
Just pulling a cup out of thin air that I would have brought. Just like, here you go. Here's some tea. Is there like a table or something that we can sit at?
Sure. Yeah, there's
All right.
sort of like, really probably like benches and stuff that you can sit on.
All right. Just sit up on a bench, pour some tea, have the donuts open, and just. I feel like Mero's having an internal panic attack, but just be like, okay. So I wrote a list actually of stuff I need to ask you, and they will rummage into their pocket and pull out a list, and also pull out a shittily wrapped gift and be like, oh, this also is for you, and I will give it to her.
Remind me quickly what the gift is.
It is the fucking wyvern's tooth, I think. The wyvern bone. It is a bone, yes.
Yeah.
It is very badly wrapped, unfortunately, with that 15 for wrapping it.
And she opens it and just goes, "Oh, it's a bone."
Yeah. Listen, I don't know what people for gifts. Okay.
It's nice, very nice.
I can tell that she doesn't like it, right?
No, she's definitely like, she is a druid. Let me just put it this way.
What does that mean? Does she not like bones? What does being a druid have to do with it? Aubrey?
You did kill an animal.
That's true. This is something that I did actually kill. This is actually a very poorly thought out gift, but you know what? That's fine. Technically it was killing a lot of things too, but don't worry about the logistics of it. It's a gift.
Yeah, and she's just like, it's great, and puts it in her.
Yeah. Mero was very much like, yeah, this was not well thought out internally, but just like, okay. And now they're going to pull up the list of questions and be like, okay, you don't have to answer anything you don't want to answer, but I do want to.
No, I'm just kidding. Just fucking with you.
Wait, hold on. What did you say?
I made the joke. You're like, you don't have to answer anything. And I just went, okay. And then Lila gets up. And I was like, just.
I'll grab her by the arm and suplex her to the dirt. Okay. First order of business. What exactly did you before you were trapped, I suppose? What happened?
Honestly, there wasn't a lot, before I was trapped. Let's just put it that way. I just grew up here in the Feywilds. I honestly didn't even know who my dad was for the longest time. But when Torfine was all those really horrible things happened to her. Yeah, that's when my mom did that
Your mom trapped you?
for my own good. Because the gods were getting on the "let's kill the true gods" hype train.
And you're the high mage of that town?
No, 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 no. That was sorry.
That what were you doing in that town? Were you even in that town?
No, I was never in that town.
So you
It
were
was just my cover story. That if people happened on me, I would tell them that. Because I couldn't tell them that my mom was a very powerful fae being and she trapped me here for my own safety.
Why couldn't she take you? Or take you with her? Sorry, words mixed up.
She was supposed to come back for me. It was not supposed to be permanent.
I see.
But the Feywilds got sealed before any of that could happen. And any of the actual false gods couldn't enter my little area, so I was safe.
I'm sorry.
I mean, if I was a kid. And I mean by that I mean I was probably about 80 because I'm an elf. I live a really long time. And I'm also a true god. I live even longer because of
That's so fucking jarring, actually.
yeah.
Oh,
So I mean it's like I was young, but I take care of myself. Learned how to like live off the land and things like that, and eventually built the cabin. And yeah, I mean I did all right. I was lonely, but I was safe. And if I wasn't there, especially before I was ready, what happened to Torfine was just going to happen to me.
oh god.
Torfine is not the only true god that they killed.
Uh, do you know the other ones that were killed?
Some of them, yes. Not all of them. Torfine was the first. Wasn't the last. What specifically?
I just want to know what happened, I guess. Curiosity is certainly a downfall of mine, but at this point, may as well learn everything.
I mean, I don't know all the stories. Yet again, a lot of it happened while I was trapped away from everything. But everything else that the other true gods have told me, it's most of them died fighting back, trying to make sure it doesn't happen. Some of them were sacrificed. The ones too young to understand what was going on.
Okay. Okay, just give me a second. This is a lot to digest, actually. I did actually think that you were a high mage. Okay, and they're just gonna just breathe for a moment. Just okay. I think I'm good. That actually answered a lot of my questions. They just keep scratching off some of the stuff on the list. Just and they like go back to one and have like a question, like great little question mark. It's like actually, you get along with your mom. She's not like
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, I haven't seen her personally in a really long time, but
Did
you know,
she do anything to communicate with you?
yeah. I mean, dream messages and sending spells, but she's trapped in the Feywild.
Mm-hmm. She did appear in a dream to us once as a group. Um, yeah, and I'm not, they do not elaborate on that statement. It's like, yeah, I've met her anyways. Uh, do, do you need like a hug or something? You look like you kind of need a hug.
It's been a lot, but sure. Yeah, sure. I'll take a hug.
Okay, I will give her a big hug,
He.
a very soft hug, and after that they'll just lean back and be like, "Well, I did just interrogate you on your entire life. If there's anything you want to ask me, I will answer to the best of my ability."
Honestly, I wasn't aware this was happening, so I didn't like prepare anything.
That's
And
fine.
honestly, I honestly, in the end, expected to have this conversation much further down the line.
Oh,
Oh god, I really need to get back to work soon.
I'm squinting. It's like, how much of a break have you had up until now?
It's been like 3 days.
You're on thin ice.
Because, yet again, every day I spend not looking for the idols is one less day of magic. And I'm worried that if we run out, we're not going to be able to open the portal. Because it requires magic to open the portal.
Yeah, that's certainly a dilemma, but...
And the gods are drinking that stuff up. Oh god, that's a really bad metaphor. I'm not going to say that.
No, say it. You've said that you thought about it, so say it.
Like their children's souls.
No!
Oh, that went there.
Will cover their mouth as they start breaking out laughing. Like,
Repeat
oh gosh.
that. No, repeat that for the back of the class.
Lila said, like their children's souls.
Oh my god.
Magic.
I really shouldn't be laughing at this, but
Goddamn fruit. Like the ones you have at those children's dances. The ones you spike.
Yep.
Oh, right, yes. We need to have a quick discussion about privacy and asking other gods to keep track of my life and spy on me.
I don't know what you're talking about, she says and gets up.
No, I'm grabbing her wrist immediately, like, nope. Don't test me.
Like, I was just worried about you, and I just wanted to make sure you were okay?
I am very flattered that you're worried about, but also some things in life just you shouldn't. Okay, hold on. How far have you been probing into my life? Actually, I don't have the details.
Literally just asked her to tell me if you were in danger.
I feel like that's not good for your mental health. I get into a lot of danger.
Yeah, but more of the deadly danger, like the whole almost dying kind of thing.
I'll just wordlessly like pull up my shirt a little bit to show the very lethal scar. Like, again, it's not good for your health.
Nor is that.
Yeah, but you see, stuff happens, and I don't want you to worry about it every single time. Like, I've almost died, like, oh god, I've almost so many times. And I have died once, actually.
Too late, I'm technically your big sister.
You can't even take care of yourself, it seems, and yet you want to try to dote on me.
Yes, that's how this works. I don't think you understand that.
Oh, no. You have to get a consistent sleep schedule and some semblance of structure in your life, and then I'll allow it.
I mean, I had a very consistent sleep schedule for several hundred years.
What happened to it? Actually, I know what happened to it, but if
the world fell apart.
If you don't take care of yourself, your body will make you take care of yourself. If you pick the times that you rest, it means you'll be prepared if anything comes for you. What happened if something really, really bad happens when you're very, very tired?
Then I figure it out.
That is such a... No! That's such an immature... I punch you. I'm not going to lie. You're such a little shit. How are you this old and this irresponsible at the same time?
Actually, you argue that I'm quite responsible. I'm attempting to save the world.
You're attempting to save the world, but you can't even save yourself.
Yeah, I can wait. The world can't.
No, you can't. Don't do that. That's very bad, actually. You have to take care of yourself. That's a threat.
Good.
No, what? Okay, let's take this to the top. Let's try this again. Please, just take care of yourself at least a little bit better. How I saw you a couple of days ago, because that was terrible. Like, it's cool that you can turn into a dinosaur and everything like that. Or, sorry, it's cool that you can turn into a bootleg dragon and everything like that, because I don't know what a dinosaur is. But that just because you're a god doesn't mean you're indestructible all the time. You have people that are help. Like, hell, I'll help if you need it.
Can you fly back and forth across the world in like 2 days?
They open their mouth and raise a finger, and then just put their finger down and just close their mouth, like thinking for a moment, and be like, not that fast.
Yeah, and I don't always have time, and I don't like asking Kyria to do the portal thing. simply because I know it's taxing on her.
This seems like a scenario solution, but I'll still be very upset about it, regardless.
Look, when we save the world and the Feywild is open, we don't have to worry about magic. I'll go on vacation.
You'll go on a very long vacation, but I will still remind you.
We'll go post up on a beach somewhere.
But still, until then, I am going to bother you every single day because I've learned now that if I pray to a god, they'll hear it in their head, and I can annoy you into taking a break.
I'll take that bet.
Oh, are you sure? I can be very obnoxious when I'd like to be.
I'm very good at tuning things out.
It's a bet then. But oh god, this is gonna be weird. Just
Sure.
for me. Oh. And I will give her a big hug. Just be like, just please be careful. I don't want you to get killed. Pretty please.
I will remind you which one of us has died. But yes, I will take care of myself.
That's they look like they want to say something, but then they just don't. And they're just gonna pat her on the back and be like, yeah, okay, that's fair. I will take better care of myself to the best of my ability. You just take this time to rest, and I'll keep running around dealing with stuff in the city.
Yeah.
Oh, and one more thing, now that I know how overworked you are. I personally forbid you from overworking yourself. So until we find the idols, I want you to put, because I know you've been doing this, I want you to put looking into them onto your back burner.
I mean, it's fine. I haven't gotten anything in weeks, so...
Still on the back burner. Very back burner. Actually, just...
Extremely. I'm not doing the looking. I have somebody else who's doing it.
Who's
They're
doing
just
the looking?
feeding me updates.
Who's doing the looking?
It's just... This is me out of character, like, fuck, where's the document? Where is the name? It's... one of the other true gods, Luctus.
Is that the windy bitch or the sleepy bitch?
The sleepy one, I guess.
I only know them by their nicknames. So the sleepy bitch is Luctus. Alright. I actually don't want to put pressure onto this Luctus person either. Just tell him to take him, her, them.
Him, yeah. Oh, trust me, he's very good about that, and he's holding down the fort in the World Tree right now.
Mm-hmm. But if you do need anything, or if you want to ask anything, just, I'm just gonna, spread out my arms, right here. I can help. I can punch things very hard. I'm slightly smart.
Well, hopefully soon we'll know where one of the idols is, so either you or Bryn or I can go get it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, right. Fuck, didn't we find one of those? I'm just muttering to myself, the one... Did Estrella mention the one? Do we still have that one?
I gave it to Ileana, and I have no idea what you guys have done with it since.
I don't think you've done it. I think it just
Bag of
lives in the bag of holding.
Fuck, okay, wait, Lila, wait here for 10 seconds, actually. It's gonna be longer than 10 seconds. I'm gonna book it to find Ileana really quickly.
Ileana, you're reading with me in book club.
I'm gonna burst.
I'm hiding in the corner of the library where no one
It's
can
book
find
club.
me.
It's book
I
club.
want.
Always find you. You're literally in my house right now.
No, I want to burst into Ileana's personal space. Be like, Ileana, you have that idol, right?
Yes, it's in my bag of holding.
Can I go into your room and get it? It's very important.
We can just go in.
Yeah, I'm running to her room and I'm getting the fucking idol. Just speed running. I'm using all of my monk speed right now.
Look at the bow and go new.
Yeah.
Okay, can I grab the idol from her bag?
Sure. Yeah, roll me a d12.
Oh no.
You don't know where in the bag it is.
I will empty as much of this bag as I need. I got an 11.
11. You pull out what appears to be doll clothing.
What the fuck? I'm trying again. I'm gonna keep pulling stuff out until I find this idol.
Roll me another d12.
I'm not gonna stop until I find it. I hope you know this. I got a 10 this time.
You pull out a very nice set of silverware.
I'm trying again! Another d12?
Yeah.
That's a 7.
A 7? You pull out a compass.
I'm genuinely empty this entire fucking bag if required. I hope you know this.
Oh, I know.
That's a 2.
That's you. You pull out.
If the next ones aren't an idol, I swear to God, I'll bring.
You pull out the idol.
Okay.
I don't want to have to deal with Marrow turning that bag upside down because that becomes a cannon.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna put everything else back, and I'm going to run back to the garden
Yeah.
at Mach speed. And all Lila sees is me running out of there, and then 5-10 minutes later, just runs back out of breath, idol in hand, like, is this one of them?
Yes. Rin told me that you had one of them.
Here you go. I'm gonna offer to her.
Oh, thanks. I guess I can take it by the world tree.
I feel like it's in better. Okay, 1 sec. That was very fast. I had to empty a whole bag of holding. Why the fuck does Ileana have silverware in her bag? It's probably in better hands in yours than, I guess, us, who is probably. I don't know where we're going at this point, but just here. Think of it as like a gift that's not a bone.
Yes, very, very good gift. I'll just say out of character, you will remember that the cat confessed to you that she liked to steal things and put them in Ileana's bag of holding.
Just like, was the fucking cat the silverware reason? Okay. Let's hope Ileana doesn't find that. But here you go.
I mean, you don't know. The silverware could totally be Liliana's. I mean,
Yeah.
you just
You
want
do
to
travel.
It's a pair of silverware.
Just
it's
have some,
pretty common to pack, camping utensils if you're traveling so you can eat your food.
Eat it with your bare hands, cowards.
How are you gonna stir your soup or whatever you're making? You want to burn your hands again? I think not.
You seem to forget that Meryl has bones.
Stop.
Oh gosh.
Adds extra flavor to the soup. But yeah, they will just deep breath and be like, okay, if you need anything, let me know. I'm gonna go read a book, maybe, or just keep running around and helping things. I wonder if those dead wyverns are there, and I'm going to be muttering this as I leave. Yes, I guess. Are you gonna come while I'm still in the garden, or?
I don't know. Wherever you want to be found. Wherever you want.
Actually, it's really funny if I'm about to leave it to be like, actually, I need to talk to you.
I'm gonna go read a book. Hey there, bestie.
Either. If we're still in the garden, we'll be like, oh. Well, Dumisa, re-meet Lila, I guess.
Hi.
Oh, hey. How's it going?
Trying to stop the world from running out of magic. You?
I'm still wearing your cloak.
It's very nice.
Oh, right, the cloak.
Also helping the world. Anyway, Meryl, can we chat? Let's go. Bye, Layla.
Bye.
What do you want to talk about?
So you remember when we were fighting in the throne room?
Yes.
And do you kind of remember that moment where you were like on the other side of the room, kind of, and I was like smashing up a bunch of heads, and we sort of like made eye contact.
Yes.
And you got a little more aggressive afterwards, and you seemed a little hardier. Yeah.
Out of character, did I know what possessed me? Ferris, you never established if I know what possessed me.
Yeah, I think we said that you do.
Okay, Mero was going to pause, realize where this discussion is going, look at Lila in a panic, and be like, we're gonna have discussion elsewhere, so it's nice to see you, goodbye, just grab Denise and book it. Yeah, okay, what the fuck was that?
I was gonna ask you. I don't know what that was, but there was like some woman who like, I don't know, came through and like jumped in your direction. It wasn't my ghost. I still have him. Keshka's still hanging out.
Don't worry about it.
I'm very worried about it.
Don't worry
about
it.
So I will say, Tick, just because it's a thing that Ferris and I ended up figuring out. You will know that the ghost was not your mom.
Oh fuck! It wasn't.
No.
Okay. Who was it then?
You're not exactly sure, but you know it wasn't your mom.
Okay. Yeah, I sure did get possessed, but actually, yeah, what the fuck was that?
No. I thought maybe it was like a you thing, since you've got the whole Dad of the Dead.
Last time I remember, I don't.
Plus, you died recently, right? So maybe, I don't know. Also channeling ghosts, and half of Vlagos is or was possessed.
I mean, you glared at me, and I felt very ghostly. I felt stronger all of a sudden out of nowhere. But I, I don't really. Is there anything I can roll about this?
Or me?
Yeah, like, do I
Yeah.
know anything about summoning ghosts through anger?
If one of you has occultism, roll that, and then the other will assist.
Do I? I'm trained in occultism.
Do it then, because I sure am not.
Please assist. I hope. Actually, can you assist if you're not trained in it?
Yeah.
Okay, come on, dice.
Roll something random. I don't know how to assist.
You roll, and the DC for assisting is 20.
Can I use a hero point? Because I rolled like a fucking 5 on the dice.
I will say, Dimisa, you have Lagos lore, right?
I got Warfare Lore.
Warfare lore? Ah, that works. You can roll that.
Ah, sweet. Then it's a 24.
21st, so yeah, Mara, you get a +1.
I'm still using a hero point.
Okay.
Don't like 6.
My Discord kind of froze its tab, so like I hope you can hear me right now because I
Yes.
can't tell. Okay.
Yeah.
Come on, dice, please don't disappoint me again. Oh! That's a 19 plus 11 plus 1, so that's 31.
31.
I say Discord's frozen, so I'm just keeping push to talk on. I'm so sorry for the background noise.
I mean, I can hear you, so I hope you can hear me.
I can hear you. It's just
Okay.
everything's not moving. All right, give me the lore. Give me the 31 lore.
31 lore. Also, because I don't have all of these notes in front of me, they're in a book somewhere, and I'm not sure where it is. Dimisa, you've got remember all the names of your warband, right?
Yeah, I definitely know all of them off the top of my head. I know it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. One of the women that was part of your warband, Marrow says her name. I will let you choose which one that is.
Find it again, but yeah.
What is the name I should say?
I don't remember what I called the document.
This episode was brought to you by our
Searching for your notes.
Patreon. Subscribe, and you can hear us do this as well as a Lancer podcast. We also have a special Honey Heist one shot, and that's it for now. We've got a couple other things planning to come on out and jam. So for anything dollars a month.
Let's just go with
I believe it's
Eivor.
called.
Let's just go with Eivor.
Yeah, it was Demisa's Raiders. Yep.
That's what I called it.
Yeah.
I was searching for the wrong word.
All I just know is that this person's name was Eivor?
Yeah.
I think that is legitimately one of them, to be honest.
It is.
Oh!
I have the document open.
Yeah, Eivor.
Well, I
can't believe I would have not put that in there. Anyway.
Yeah, I was like, for a moment, I was like, what is this? And I guess the person answered with Eivor, who I don't actually know who that is.
I do.
Elaborate on that.
Well, that's one of my...
So you're summoning your old warband to possess people? Is that like a thing? Is this allowed?
I don't know. Hey, where's Talon? Where's actual Talon? Where's real Talon?
He's probably off working somewhere.
We're gonna go bother him?
He's napping.
We're gonna go wake him up.
I made him nap.
Yes.
I'm gonna go wake him up, I guess.
Yep.
You knock on his bedroom door, and just a few minutes later, shirtless, bleary-eyed Talon just goes, huh?
If somebody is possessed via the way that Cyrene did, can that person also possess other people or spread the possession? Is it like a disease? Can I spread possession? Hello, good morning.
He's like, hi. And he rubs at his eyes, and he just goes, I can't say I've heard that before, but yet again, it wasn't my research. I can look through Therian's notes and see if he has said if there's anything about that. But it may just be a thing. What was the person that you summoned someone you knew?
Yep. I knew them
Maybe
quite well.
maybe it was they just have such a very important connection to you.
But I put a ghost in Marrow who is usually not haunted.
Yeah,
We'll just look at you, and then just go, you seem fine.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah, she's
Meryl
still there.
very
Oh my gosh, is she still in you?
no, very quietly be like, "You're ghost inside me." But anyways,
Stop.
I feel-
In front of my dad.
Talon is like, it's early in the morning, or afternoon, or evening,
7
whatever
PM.
time.
Yeah.
It's way too early in the afternoon to deal with strange, horny people.
No, that's not the question here. Don't mind them. Ignore them. They're not here except for the fact that they're here as like a
This
visual
man had
aid.
4 fucking kids. How dare you?
I'm the one that's wearing a shirt here, actually.
Yeah, good point. I just would like to know if it's a bad thing, so I don't do it again on accident. I don't even know how I did in the first place. Or how. How am I doing this?
Briarstring says hello.
Yes, Rarish Singh is off in the background enjoying the drama.
He would be.
Yeah, she definitely would be. But yeah, yep, Rarish Singh, yep.
Briarstring is totally writing the soap opera version of our adventures,
Yes,
and we just aren't aware that it's a bestseller just yet.
yeah. You're gonna walk into like a bookshop up in Osheim, and there's going to be a book based on all of you.
She like the first book already done. Second season's book is coming out soon.
Yeah, but he looks over at you, Marrow, and he like says a few words and casts some magic, and he's like, "No ghosts. It may be." Yet again, as I said, this was all Therian's thing. I'll look through his notes and see if I can give you a definite answer, but it may just be synergy with your ghost kind of thing, and these ghosts are very connected to you as well. Um, you know, maybe they not necessarily beck and call kind of thing. Maybe it's they're just very connected to you, so when you call for help, they're there.
Sudden answers to calls for help lately.
Yeah, there is also the weird thing where, as you know, I did unfortunately die, but it turned out when I did that the underworld was kind of closed for renovations, uh, as they say. So how are ghosts getting back and forth if I, as a ghost, couldn't even get there?
Maybe they've been stuck outside of the underworld.
Oh, that sucks.
Or maybe ghosts that are in the underworld can leave or leave the underworld but can't go back. I don't know. I am not a ghost. I am not a ghost.
Does it mean that
Cool,
one person
cool.
that possessed me is in the freaking I think it's called the boneyard? Hee bones.
Possibility yet again wasn't my specialty of magic.
Okay, we'll do some research on that, because I do sure love knowing that people I killed are also now suffering in death. Awesome. Love that. Cool beans.
Don't worry about it. I'm gonna pat Debbie on the back.
Motherfucker, don't you think that they just came with you for the journey? Jeez.
I mean, now you have like a mini ghost squad. I mean, are any of them single? I'm kidding. This is a joke. This is a joke, Debbie.
No, I'm about to send you down to find out.
I'm
sorry for possessing you. I did not know that I could.
It's fine. I do not hold any grudge at being possessed by a ghost. She was actually quite nice.
Yeah, she's pretty chill. I mean, she's super aggressive, like, in fighting, but she's chill the rest of the time.
Yeah, super nice. Very polite, actually.
Yeah. She's usually, she actually remembered please and thank you on the regular and, like, half the...
Oh, it's so sweet. But I do actually have to bug Estrella as well, because I haven't in this entire
Or-
time.
Before you do this, Grun had a thing she would do.
Groon, go first.
Yay, Grun gets to do her thing. So first thing Grun is going to do is going to go bother Estrella for a little bit of pocket change.
I just pull out the money
Yep.
and I give it
'Cause-
to you responsibly.
Yeah, because giving the goblin money never went bad. But no, so
Do you-
Grun...
Do you need someone to go with you, actually? Do you know where you're
Sure.
going?
Wait, I need to go. I want to go buy a scroll. I want to send a dream message to Heavy.
We could do that. Maybe, I think. Technically, time is nebulous. Do you want to try just a regular sending instead? Because we have the sending stone.
I wrote out a dream message.
Okay, never mind. If you wrote it out, that's fine. Okay, we'll just go, oh shit, no, the sending stone, I used it today, my bad.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, well, do you want me to come with you, or do you want me to send someone with you?
Sure. I don't think it matters much either way. Not looking to RP out the shopping for a scroll.
Let's just say, it's, you know what? It's Ace week. I send the other Ace, my sister, Adeline.
Yeah.
Let's go, Groon. Let's go Ace shopping.
Yeah, Atalanta will take Grun shopping.
Out of character, Ace Week, like asexual week.
Yes.
Yeah,
I did not know that. That's
Started-
kind
it
of
started
odd.
today.
Yeah.
Yeah,
On the
good
30th.
time to be a Groon.
Yeah.
Yes.
So after she gets a scroll, Grun is going to spend the 10 minutes doing the ritual and is going to attempt to conjure up like a forest or something and send a message to this effect. Heavy, I've been so worried about you. The gods have been turning people into zombies and having them murder people. Vasile tried to fireball me. It made me so sad. I was a good goblin just like you told me to be, but he doesn't care. He hurt a lot of people, including Torfine, the pirate princess. She won a lot of awesome adventures and sailed around in a big boat. Have you ever been in a boat? It makes my tummy hurt. I haven't gone to the part with the god's betrayer, but the good fairies told me it's coming. Fairies are nice. We're trying to open the portal to their world, or other people are. There's a big ox guy. We're in Vlagos. I'm traveling with a princess who's princess 10 times over. They told me not to burn anything. They're gonna be so surprised that and just as she says so surprised that she like fades out, assuming
Oh
he
my
actually
God.
gets the message.
Aw.
You feeling the message was delivered.
Yay!
Aww.
Rambling little voicemail.
Yeah, and she'll keep
Beep. Yeah. Was there anything else?
I think that was the big thing, yes.
Cool. Yeah. Ileana, is there anything that you want to do?
I will make
Eric's
you read
around.
I will make you read the Tempest fanfiction.
I mean, unless Eric come with the big group, she's pretty much just like,
No,
meh.
because he's still at Blackstone.
It would be really funny if Eric became mayor of Blackstone.
Oh my God. Congrats, you now own a town.
Yeah.
It would not be the strangest sudden title that one of us has inherited.
This is true. So yeah, I guess.
Yeah, Meryl O'Sullivan was a really weird one.
I just fucking picked one of the names off the goddamn sheet. Don't worry about it.
So Estrella and Mara, I think you had something.
Yes, can I bug my bestie?
When do you want to bug me?
I feel like when you're not busy, like when everything's settled down, which is unfortunately going to be after like 4 days probably. Like once everything has kind of been happening, I want to bother you.
Okay, cool. You can probably find me somewhere playing with Rosalite.
Can you elaborate on that somewhere? I will kick down the door to your room.
Yeah, let's just say it's in my room. I wanted quote unquote me time, and by me time I mean like I think the child needed to be put down for a nap, or so I thought or so I thought. The minute we got in there, she was like, "All right, it's me time with mom," and I've been stuck there for like 20 minutes playing something with her.
Open up.
I go to open the door and I look, and then I point at Rosalite and I go, "Look, Rosie, it's Meryl."
Ooh.
Sup? I don't know what kids like. Do you like bones?
What kind of bones?
I got a. Actually, I'm not gonna give you that one. I have a like just shoving the dragon tooth in the back. Like, no, that's kind of weird, actually. Let me check my inventory for all my bones. I've got a bear jaw bone. I got a human skull. I will pull out the human skull. It will belong to a cowboy. I also have a rib bone, and I think that's it that I have at the moment that I can give you. Oh, and then I have a bunch of long bones of undistinguishable origin.
Do the bones have any meat on them?
They do not, unfortunately.
No.
Sweetheart, if you're hungry, we could just go get you a snack.
Yes, I'm hungry.
Okay, we'll get you a snack. Meryl, walk with me.
All right. I just realized it's been 4 days and I have not given you a single hug.
You're right. What the hell? And
I
give you
know!
a really, really big hug.
Yeah.
That unfortunately, poor Rosie is stuck in the middle
Wish.
of.
I feel like Astray gets picked up just a little bit, this big like spin hug, and then put back down. Like, oh my god, it has been so long. How are you doing? So much shit happened.
Ditto. So much shit happened.
We figured out who the Dreamwalker is. First off,
Who?
it's fucking Lila.
No fucking way.
Yeah. Like all the stuff that she told us is a cover. Oh my god, there was a lot going on. But yeah, had a talk. It was very nice. Yeah, holy shit. I feel really bad they don't have her cloak anymore. Yeah.
Wait. Out of character. Do I know that the Dreamwalker is Meryl's sibling?
Yeah, that was at the dinner a
Was
while
it, right?
ago.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. It'll take Estrella like 5 more seconds, and while you're talking, she'll like smack you on the arm and be like, wait, Lila's your sister.
Yeah, I guess half sister. Yeah, it's weird.
Whoa, welcome to the club.
Yeah, no, listen, I get it. It's so weird just talking to a serious siblings.
Yeah, like holy shit.
How the fuck did you do this with Kratos?
I had to do it 2 more times. It was weird. It was so weird. And we say this and we like pass by those siblings. They were all so weird. They're all fully grown and they're so much taller than me. I didn't fucking get it. Why did they all look like me? It was so weird.
Yeah, it gets weirder when you think that my sister is older than my mother at this point, and I'm trying not to think about that. I really am.
Oh my god, that's even shit. That's even worse.
Like it's just uncomfortable. Yeah.
In terms of the weirdness scale, not to say that like, age.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff has happened. Okay, but what happened with you? Fill me in on so much of the details. You're queen now.
Yes, I finessed the system.
You finessed the system.
Yes.
So we have like a dragon and a skull that we're gonna turn into. You said a weapon?
Yeah.
Very clever. Very clever. I assume you have the same plan for Maeve.
Of course, yes. We might as well get completely jacked on this, but not Rosalite. Rosalite is mine.
Rosalite is very cute. She can live. I'll pet Rosalite.
What did you fucking say?
I said she can live. What?
Yes, she will. What the hell?
I wasn't implying otherwise. She can live. It's a statement. I'm not gonna hurt your baby. That's like what that is to me. I guess friend's kid, best friend's kid.
You would be. I believe the gender neutral term is uncle.
I'm the vodka uncle.
Yeah.
Like as you're like patting Rosalite on the head, it does the thing where she like play bites her hand. It doesn't hurt, but it's like
It's like okay, I don't know what you do with puppies, but like the thing where you play not bite them back, but like you play like whack them back like with your hands. So it's like you're playing back that thing. Like it's fine if you bite me. I have like 100 HP. Don't worry about it. Just don't shoot crystals at my hand. But oh my gosh, very cute baby. How did you get it?
If I'm being 100% honest, I found a summoning spell and then I just tried it because I kind of did not think much would happen. And if I'm being 100% honest, like A-Rot's great and stuff, but I was pretty much alone in here for a long time. A very long time. Have you ever seen me try to leave this place? That tree is a goddamn trigger.
I am so sorry. Give her like another like half hug as we're walking. I okay, now I feel kind of bad asking, but how's your current moment? Because one other thing did happen.
I can handle it, probably.
Can I insight check to see if she can actually handle it?
I mean, to be fair, the answer is yes.
I'm rolling perception anyways. What happens when you fail a perception check really badly? I got a 19.
You think Estrella's fine?
Okay, that's fine. I'm going to...
Essentially, is I choose what I want to tell you.
Okay. I was just gonna switch to, like... It's just like, you speak a lot of languages. Actually, what languages do you speak again?
I know a lot, dear.
Do you
We'll
speak...
be here all day.
Like, I know you know sign language, but do you know Dwarf?
Fuck you. That's the only one I don't know.
Okay, so sign language it is then.
I'm holding a baby.
Yeah, well, you don't need to respond in sign language.
Fine, I won't respond in sign language. All I'm saying is the only reason why I don't know How do you know Dwarvish?
My mom spoke it, and I guess I picked up.
Okay, well, you're going to teach me when we have free time. But the only reason why I didn't go to classes is because I'm small. The last thing I need is for people to think I'm a fucking dwarf. No offense to dwarves. I'm not.
Oh.
I am below average. That would make me the tallest dwarf they've ever seen. And that is deeply rooted trauma right there.
It seems you've gotten over your trauma. I can teach you, but I'm gonna switch to sign language for this next part. So like walk and talk, but like only Estrella can sort of see. Just be like, you do know that I unfortunately.
Yes, and because of that, I had to increase our window budget.
Sorry about that. There's a part of it that I haven't really wanted one yet, just because it's still. It's bad, but telling some people about it is probably better than no one. I don't want to stress Lila out. She's already a bundle of anxiety to begin with, and the captain kind of beat me up in the basement of the boat to get this information. But so you know how when it comes to life, things have to be sacrificed to bring it back.
In theory, yes.
Well, something did very much have to be sacrificed. Someone. And I did try to stop it, but and they'll just kind of like trail off with their sign language for a moment as they're like sort of figuring out how to phrase this, and then just sign, "It was my mother. I guess she did care about me, after all."
I think it takes a little bit for it to completely click, and Estrella will just give you a hug.
They will very much hug Estrella back. Poor Rosalite getting squished again, but it's kind of a pat on the back.
Okay, yeah, but you get more of a you're not allowed to enjoy it this way. You get more of a titty hug where it's sort of like, where you like, because you're taller, right? But she's gonna like bring your head to like her like chest in a way, to pet your head properly, like that kind of thing,
The comforting titty hug.
The very comforting titty hug. Yes, you're not allowed to enjoy it that way. This would be really messed up if you did. But like that's the hug that you're gonna get a nice one. Where the best way to put it is Estrella's the big spoon, even though you're taller than her.
And technically we're still walking right now.
We stop in the middle of the hallway to do this.
For just a little comforting titty hug. Just between friends.
What are they gonna do? Intervene?
Everyone's like, what the fuck is happening? But they will accept the hug. It's a good calming hug. And by the time Estrella actually lets go, they'll just breathe and just switch to common and be like, I'll be honest, this has not been easy.
Yeah, no shit. Do you need therapy?
Maybe. Solid maybe.
My dad's a therapist and he's in the vicinity.
Does he take like vows of confidentiality?
Yeah.
Yeah, I might need to talk to your dad.
Yeah, just work some shit out. like I'm firstly, I am here for you, obviously. You know, hugs
know.
abound always. If you need if you're uncomfortable sleeping alone, my room is open as well. You know, all the kind of shit. We'll have a slumber party. Um, but in terms of working out your stuff, my my dad is much better at it because he's built that way.
He's built different.
He's trained. I'm not, and it would be safer, I think.
Yeah.
Plus, you're my friend, so discount.
Oh god, how expensive is your father?
I'm like holding your hand as we're walking. By the way,
Mm-hmm.
I just go, not that bad. He was pretty chill.
Okay, that's a relief. I don't think I can fuck my problems away forever.
Language.
Front of the baby.
Look at Rosalie. Didn't hear that. You don't know what those words mean, yes?
Let's fuck.
No. It's nothing. It's nothing. It's just a word. It's a word that you're not supposed to use yet.
Oh.
Marrow, knowing fully well that every time one of their parents told them that something isn't something they're supposed to do yet was an indicator for them to do it more, like, yeah, don't worry about it. Anyways, I'm just really glad to see you again.
Me too. I missed you guys so much that I summoned the dragon.
I can't believe I've been replaced by a crystal dragon. Actually, no, that is pretty cool. I can't blame you.
She can get bigger, she can get smaller, she can shoot out quite a bit of crystals. We are still figuring this out, but it's been cool so far.
Mm-hmm. She is also very cute, well behaved. Rosalie, right? Do you like donuts? Have you given her donuts before?
I've given her donuts before. That's another thing. I brought the donuts. Yeah, I brought the donuts here.
Oh,
So, you know, I gave them. I've given Vlagos joy.
you've given them the thing that they lack the most: dopamine.
Yeah, and the break.
Mm-hmm. Those 3-day weekends are gonna be a god saver, honestly.
Can't wait to implement that in Cressa.
Oh, you have plans, I see.
Oh yes.
Tell me
I
more.
think. I'll tell you more later. I think we're good now.
Where you go?
Yes, I was gonna ask if anyone else has anything they want to do within this week. Because at the end of the week, essentially, is everyone is gonna go back to the World Tree. I have few things left to be planned.
Ask my sister if to leave.
You don't get like a yes, no answer, but technically do. But it's not in words. But you definitely get the feeling that she wants to see this through.
Okay. I think I will some long dredged up instinct to pat her head and then realize I can't and just on head and hope nobody saw that.
The nearest person's head. They're so confused.
And that's when Mero and I turn the corner and we see this.
Just doing hokey pokey. Okay, bye. Vlagos' national dance. Don't worry about it.
That's
Lies.
what it's all about.
Looks at Estrella, you gotta change the national dance now.
God, I guess I do.
Can't let it stay as the hokey pokey.
You know, while we have access to all those royal funds, we should pick up some resistance runes.
Yes. Can we get that shit commissioned, Aubrey?
It will. Oh god, it'll be over 1,000 gold.
Royalty funds.
Yeah.
We can do this later if you want.
Yeah, we'll figure it out between episodes. Yeah.
Oh, and stuff I don't need to be role played, but I feel like should be said is obviously I'm spending time with my family.
Of course.
Yeah, I don't think I can physically leave them for the first 2-3 days, and it's
No.
not even a me thing; it's a them thing.
Yep. We spend a lot of time with them. It seems that, we don't have to. We know that these scenes happen. You don't need to say they happen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They also have to get used to Rosalite now.
Yeah. It's a very interesting experience. Talon is off busy, trying to disenchant the entire Vlagos army. It's taking a while.
He has hands now, though, so that's good.
Does he need
Yes.
help? Because I probably have juice in me
Yeah.
to help.
Is
Yeah,
it a
no, it's-
curse? You might be able to do 3 a day.
Yeah, it is a curse. So, and he'll take any help he can get. But near the end of the week, you do see an excited Rose just sort of come into the the banquet hall like early in the morning when everybody's eating, and she just goes, "Leas and I, we think we have it. But we might need a couple extra hands for the actual ritual because it is very powerful."
Me. I'm up.
Yeah.
Oh. I can't do magic, but I can offer moral support.
That's all I got
Anybody can
too.
do rituals. You should join us. It'll be a magic party.
Also, Meryl, you're an Asimar. We could probably use your blood.
Yep.
Wow.
Just juice you.
Yeah, sure, you can take my blood.
I'm gonna watch because I can't participate.
Moral
sure, take
support.
your blood.
What?
Oh, we could
Any-
we could use the miso if we need to dig holes, like how we did the first time.
Legitimately out of character, anybody can cast rituals. You
Yeah.
don't have to be a spellcasting class, assuming that you fit the criteria for participating in the ritual.
Big buff lesbian. Is that
Yeah.
a
Are
requirement?
those the criteria?
Maybe, but how's that Arcana or Occultism looking?
For me?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a good. It's gonna be a good +8, is what that is.
I mean,
Untrained.
the more
Super
people
untrained.
the more people that there are there, the lower the DC is, and the less times you have to make the rolls.
I'm
I'll
gonna
say that.
pull Theseus too.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, you can make up with your boyfriend later, and I drag him.
Yeah. He's like, but Jericho.
Jericho will be here forever, I think. I'm pretty sure he'll be a part of the family real soon.
Oh,
You don't
Lord
just
have
survive.
mercy, Freya.
You just don't survive the collapse of your whole kingdom together and then not end up be together.
all right. I will say, once we get to the room, Mare will take out the sickle and be like, "You need my blood, right?"
I don't actually know. It was a joke.
Oh.
Rose is like, I think we're good. We don't need blood.
I'll slowly put the sickle away, looking slightly disappointed.
But yes, everybody, we're gonna need you to incant this ritual with us. So yes, come sit around the circle, and there's the circle, and then there's like the armor, kind of like standing there, like it's like kind of standing up because it does have like a metal skeleton inside of it now, to like give it
Spooky.
to give it like so it can actually like move and not just be armor held together. And then you see the skull also on the ground.
Winston, how does it feel, knowing you're gonna change bodies soon?
I look forward to holding a book again.
Very excited for you, dude.
Remember. So that way we know it works. The first thing you have to say is, "It's me, your boy."
I'll remember that. And Leas and Rose and everybody else who is there to help with the ritual. There's the incantation, which I don't have anything written up for it. I should write for it.
Come on, go with the good old Yumo Guegua Fidi Zao.
Jackie Chan Adventures.
God, it was like
We could always rip off
Klaatu,
Excalibur
Barata.
and Ready
Make
Player
two.
One.
Yeah. It's something. I'm not gonna bother with this right now because that's just we're gonna go down a hole. Yeah. Everybody who is helping out with this ritual, you start with the incantation. It's in Draconic anyways, so half of you probably aren't even sure what you're saying. And I need you all to give me Arcana checks or occultism checks.
I was about to say, I'm not helping if it's Arcana, but if it's cultism, I'm doing it because it's a +1 versus a +11.
Any chance we
rolled
can
so
use
good.
religion?
I'll allow religion.
Hey.
Oh, my religion is +1 higher than my occultism, so I will also take that. Actually.
I got a 26.
Hey.
Oh no, I got like an 18. And I don't have any more hero points.
Well,
Mm.
I got a natural 20.
That's a
Nice.
Please help
22
me.
for Groon. I'm no longer frightened. I don't know why it has me as frightened.
Maybe on your token last time it was still there. Maybe, I don't know. This is me guessing. Anyways, I got the nat 20. So that's 33. Stray's kicking it. She's done this already.
Hang on, Ileana will. That is a 23.
23. Okay, so you all do this ritual and you feel the magic just move between all of you and move into the circle. Once you're done, there's sort of like a heavy feeling. Maybe you're just like you feels like you've run like a mile. You're a little bit out of breath. And you watch as slowly on the skull the lights that you see in the gem dim and go out. You sit there for like 30 seconds, waiting to see what happens. And then eventually you sort of hear the sort of shifting metal noises as like this almost automaton kind of like moves and stands up and it just goes, "It is me, your boy."
Yay!
What's it?
Tiny victories.
This is huge. Oh my gosh.
You
This
like,
man was a skull for like ever.
yeah. Hold his
Who was
hand
the
up.
longer, Talon or Winston?
Winston. Talon was the skull for like 20 years.
Yeah, I was gonna say however old Astrea is.
Winston's been a skull for like a couple hundred.
Ooh.
Rose better get the first hug so I can have the second.
Yeah. And Rose gives her like, he's like still getting used to the body, so it's like kind of an awkward hug. And he's also like, "I don't want to hurt you. I don't know how strong this body is." And she's like, "It's okay, it's okay, it's okay." She's crying a little bit.
Aw.
Oh.
It's just like the partially organic wizard.
You mean? Wait, hold on. I forgot the name that I used for it. One sec.
Totally metal Artemis or Artificer?
Total Steel Artificer.
Artificer. Yeah,
That's a-
Yeah, it's like Total Steel Artificer.
it's exactly like Total Steel Artificer.
Yep.
Okay, I get the second hug.
Yeah,
Boom.
you get hugs. It's very it's a little interesting because like it is cold because it is armor.
Mhm.
But it's a good hug and he's definitely like a little bit unsure of his own strength right now. And then at one point like he moves and he accidentally backhands a cup off of like a table and he goes, "Oh no, I'm gonna have to get used. I'm taller. I'm so much taller than I'm used to being.
Cause you wanted to be taller.
This will take getting used to." And it's like moving around like someone who is like a small child essentially for a little bit, like a little bit unsure of how the body works.
Is he taller than Dumesa?
No,
No.
he doesn't want to be that tall. It's like the next
Also,
thing
he
I
would
knew,
pick
I just
up a
knocked
lot of
my
a
own
lot
head
of
off.
women.
Is the skull still around? Like just the
Mhm.
skull itself?
Yeah.
Does it have the jewels and stuff like that still embedded in it?
Yeah.
Is it still magical?
Not as magical as it used to be, but it still has some magic.
I'm looking away from it just so I don't get any ideas.
Yeah, I wouldn't let you.
I was looking away respectfully.
Maybe we can use this for something else later.
Point across that.
I don't want to put her in anything magical.
I have this cowboy skull. I'll hold up the cowboy skull.
I'm gonna look at you. I'm gonna look at you long and hard. Where did you get that?
I look away.
Just a town that was sort of undead. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Oh yeah, this technically was undead. It might be magical then.
I was thinking of putting her in like a shoe.
Will that work?
I don't know. I would like it to be degrading. We don't have the best relationship.
Yeah, she's very strong. I did curb stomp her head though.
Nice.
They look proud.
Nice.
It was a lot of luck, but yeah.
We should talk about what we're going to do next.
Probably. We have a few options available.
Yes, and that is probably something we will get to next week.
Uh-huh.
But before that, I guess there's like a coronation to attend to.
Oh, true. We have Estrella's
yes.
coronation party. The ball.
No, I thought it was. No, isn't it Heron's?
Oh,
It's
right.
Heron's.
We gotta re-coordinate the bitch.
Yeah. I get to do it this time. Yay.
Yeah. It is Heron has spared no expense, really. He likes a party.
I told them vacation.
Yeah. And it's a good term. And then eventually you hand the crown over to him, and he is King of Vlagos once more.
Properly this time, since we
Mhm.
never made it official before.
It's true.
Ta-da, now you're king. I king you. I say as I don't know, slap him in the cheek.
Yeah. Shadow side.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's just like, yes. And first decree as king is upholding everything I agreed to. And then second decree is let's fucking party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we will probably cover bits and pieces of what might happen at the party next time. And then you will head to the World Tree and figure out what is next. What is your first step in dealing with all of these problems?
Eat a leaf off the world tree.
Yeah. That is something that will happen next time for sure.
Do you want me to do the exit? Are you ready for it?
Yeah.
All right, everyone. Thank you very much for listening to this wonderful episode 6 ? It's episode 6, right?
Yes.
Episode 6 of Goblets and Gaze, Blood of Kings. If you like what we do here, feel free to follow us on Twitter at Goblets and Gaze. Check out all of our other social media as well as our podcast streams. We put out new episodes every single Wednesday and a little earlier for those sweet Patreon people for Mondays. So sign up for Patreon if you want to be able to listen to this a couple days early. We also have a lot of exclusive content on Patreon, such as a very nice 4-parter Lancer called Nowhere. Very fun. It's coming up gradually, and check it out. It's actually really coul. Also, if you'd like to join our Discord, feel free to do that. You can talk to the cast, send memes, appreciate all the cursed food images that I plan to send once I get off of this Discord call. And yeah, I don't think I missed anything. Remember, kids, eat your vegetables or else.
Passengers, remain calm and please stay in your seats. We are experiencing pirate activity.
Oh, there's just something
Remain
happening.
calm and please
What?
stay in your seats.
Them. Oh no.
At the outer edges of space, where union is but a whisper, humanity scrapes together a living amongst the stars. This is the story of 4 Lancers, talented pilots of mechanized chassis from all corners of the known universe, thrown together by circumstance and destiny, and credits. Follow Matcha.
Oh, were we supposed to know each other beforehand? I mean, we're all gonna die, but I'm glad you figured that out now.
Moxie.
Well, I have absolutely no idea what you necessarily need me to do here, but if it's kill a bitch or fix a bitch, I can do both very well. You're worth 1 week of no chores, and you know what? I really need that week.
Roadkill.
I'll take in the front, those 2 are taking the back. One of them's going through the booty hole, and let's go. I kinda need your help.
Fuck you.
And Silver.
Here's like a little bit of money. Please go away. The ghost of your mistakes.
Led by me, Reed, your game master, through the Lancer system, a mud and laser style anime mecha RPG. I hope they brought some printers with them, because this is Bring Your Own Mech, an actual play Lancer podcast, and batteries are not included. Catch our first episode starting on July 29th, wherever you catch your podcasts, and then every other Thursday. Follow my heading, and I'll see you there.
Be gay. Roll dice. an LGBTQIA actual play podcast network.